And welcome to another episode of Aussie Pomcast. If you'd like to like and subscribe so you see a bit more of us, please do and support us. And we're here to bring you some news from the UK and some sad news once again to start off with today. Kids of the 90s will be devastated to hear this. Darius Dinesh.
Yeah. Pop
idol. Do you remember that?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately he's been found unresponsive in his apartment in Minnesota, and unfortunately he's been pronounced dead, which is awful news, only 41. I think a lot of us will remember him from Pop Idol. And I think that was the first big reality show, like that and Big Brother. That were when they were still a big deal.
And forgive me because I get them wrong, but he was in both, right? So he was in, was it Pop Stars was the first one that he originally was in?
Yeah, it was Pop Stars and then Pop Idol.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So Pop Stars is the one where, I think that was the first.
The original.
That's the first ever thing, right?
Yeah.
And so he turned up and did, obviously, probably the thing that he'll be remembered most for, even though he's gone on to have number ones and, you know, he's been on Broadway, I think, and maybe
Yeah, he's been in the West End.
Oh, West End,
he's done all sorts of things, not just Panto.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
He's one of these reality stars that's actually done all right for himself on the quiet.
But yeah, the thing that he'll be most remembered for, let's just cut to it and explain it to people afterwards.
My loneliness is killing me, and I must confess, I still believe, when I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign, hit me, baby, one more time, baby, hit me one more time.
Yeah, so I remember that well. Do you remember did you watch that live when it happened?
I think I wasn't live. I wasn't there.
You know, on telly. On telly.
Yeah,
I watched it.
Yeah, I think I did.
I voted for him.
You voted for him? Did he make it? I can't remember.
He did, right. Okay, right. Stand by. I know all my history when it comes to these things, right? So he did that audition, right? And the judges' faces are incredible, by the way, in that. It was the ultimate, Darius performance. Ego. Mm-hmm. Anyway, they went through the performances and he did Tom Jones. And then from then on, every woman in the UK absolutely fancied the pants off him. It's not unusual.
Every single one of them.
I remember it. And it got to the final three, I believe. So there were Will Young.
Yeah, no, but they were different.
That's a different one.
Yeah.
That's Pop Idol.
Exactly, yeah.
Right,
so when you say you know the history
stars,
of it in and out, just...
Pop Stars was the one with
yes,
Kim
and
on.
so
She's on EastEnders now. Kim.
I don't know.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think I know who you mean. Yeah, but so I think he was on that, and I don't think he got through. And then he came back, but he did an actual, a proper version of himself, basically.
That's it, and then he were good.
Yeah.
And then he were good,
exactly,
right?
Yeah.
And then there were Will Young, Gareth Gates, and him.
Yeah.
And they were basically the top three.
Yeah.
And I remember Queen Mum died, right, around the same time that Will Young won Pop Idol, and there was one newspaper, I don't know which it was, one newspaper ran with that on the front page over the Queen Mother dying.
Really?
I can't remember which it was, but it were brilliant, right? Because that became this thing.
I love that you know how when JFK was assassinated or you know things like that, or Princess Diana died, you remember where you were when the Queen Mother died because
she's still a royal.
You were watching Will Young win Pop Idol.
He should have won. He was good.
He did win.
I'm glad he won.
Okay, cool.
A lot of people said he didn't deserve to win. A lot of people wanted Gareth to win.
I
remember back in the day it was controversial.
I think it's can you believe that's 2001, by the way, I think.
God, how old would he have been? Young.
Who?
Young, me and you. Well, you'd have been older than me.
But, I was 4. Sad news. And obviously, it doesn't sound like anybody really knows what happened at the moment.
No,
but it's obviously
still under
tragic
investigation.
news at
Fun
41.
facts about Darius, actually. The things I did not know. He was very good friends with Gerard Butler because they were both Scottish. I forgot he was Scottish.
Is that why they were is there some sort of
no,
rule?
but I'm sure they bonded.
Yeah, I mean, but they could just be
that.
friends.
I wouldn't be friends with you if you weren't British.
They could just be friends because they're both in show business, opposed to because they're both Scottish.
Because they're both Scottish, they're definitely friends. He was married to Natasha Henstridge.
I have to say, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
and that was
Teenage Boys Will Remember Species. She went in that. Yeah, so I did not know this. Fun facts about Darius. I'm very sad. I liked him. He's a real blast from the past, I know. But
yeah, it was a blast from the past. And tragic news. Anybody dying at that age is obviously very sad.
Yeah, anyway, moving on to royals, my favourite discussion. Charles and Camilla's, this is another blast from the past. These and it's actually ended up on TikTok. TikTok is not a blast from the past, however. Charles and Camilla's phone conversations that they had, their raunchy phone conversations in a very posh voice. And they've gone viral now on TikTok because everyone's discovered it because of The Crown. Mm-hmm. And everybody's going wild about it as if it's just a new thing. And you know how, like, I'm going to sound old now, but you know, like, young people discover things again, like when a new song comes out, but Dua Lipa does it or something. Right. And everybody goes mental over it. That's what this is about. This is a cover version, the TikTok cover version. It's like, let's talk about it again. Because it's been a thing, right, for 20 odd years, like probably longer, right? This is awful that it's called Tampongate, right? Right. Because of the nature of the discussion. It's very, very raunchy. And basically, Charles and Camilla whispering sweet nothings down the phone to each other. Somebody managed to hack into it using like an amateur radio device, and of course it made all the tabloids. Mm-hmm. And they got absolutely destroyed for it. They never denied it at the time. You can't. It's them. I don't know if I... no one else has got their voices. I don't know if I wiped this from my memory, but I don't remember this at all. You don't want to remember it. I remember the final three in Pop Idol. It's like walking in on your mum and dad. It's like the equivalent of just hearing it. It's just cringe. So much cringe.
You're awfully good at feeling your way along.
Oh, stop. I want to feel my way along you. All over you, and up and down, and in and out.
That's resurfaced. Okay. Very interesting. This lassie here. She's one of the many TikTokers that's talking, exploiting 20-year-old hacks. Yes. No, pretty much. I'm sure it's very good. She's very informative. If I knew how to get onto TikTok, I'd watch it. You don't know on TikTok. Of course you're not. Of course you're not. Also, we've got to talk about Harry and Meghan. They're going back to the UK again. This will be, I think it's the third time that Harry will have been back since Megxit now. Do you know what? Fourth. I'm quite glad that you said it like that, with the emphasis on again, like, they're going back again. Because everywhere that I've read it, it's more like they're making a surprise visit, like it's the first time since the last time. which was last month. Like, seriously, I think they've been there 3 times this year. It's not a... Yeah. I know, if you're going on holiday, I see if there were anybody else going on holiday that many times a year, you'd be like, hang on. From California to England, It's going again, really. Exactly. and then, from what I've read... this is really, go on. Speculation. It's all annoyed me, obviously. But, like, from what I've seen, everybody has access to, like, a 3-day itinerary of theirs, right? 2 days, they're in London. 2 days, right? In like wedged in between is like a trip to Germany for the Invictus Games, right? Yeah. And so they've got 1 day where she's given a keynote speech at something, and then they come back and he gives a keynote speech at something. Fair. Yeah, right. One each. So they're there for 2 days in which they're both delivering keynote speeches, and everyone's going, they're snubbing everyone though. Haven't found it. They're not. You would pop in though, wouldn't you? Yeah, but I don't even know if they'll have time. That's the thing, is that's it. We don't know. We don't know what they're going to do in their private time. However, they haven't got any. They've not publicly said they're going to catch up with Kate and Wills. Do they have to? I think they kind of do, right? Because they're copping that much crap over this, and you know what? People are just loving the idea of this royal rift. What they're going to say? They should say, "Oh, catch up with the Queen. Pop in for a cup of tea." You know, during that time we'll have a private meeting with the Queen, right? That'd be really nice. Pop in to see Grandma. Can you imagine if you went back to England, right, for 3 days and didn't pop in and see your family? They'd be well salty, especially because they live in London. Hold on, for 2 days, and Germany's in between the 2 days. And so what? So I get off the plane, I go to do a keynote speech, I pop in and say hello, then I fly to Germany, I come back, and then I pop in and see the second cousins. Like, honestly, you get police escort, right? You pop in and see your brother. I thought we won't pay for that anymore. Yeah, but they'll get some advance. They're going on a private jet. It's not like there'll be buddy waiting in British Airways queues for God knows how long. It's not like they're going to be waiting for the luggage to come through for about 6 weeks. Yeah, I mean, the bad news for my family, and I would never tell them this, but if I'm coming back for a day, I'm probably not seeing them for work. That's brutal. Well, but your parents don't even know this exists. They're probably Googling you and going, is that our David? We haven't seen him in 10 years. Yeah. Oh, look, it is. Oh, yeah, I think it's a snub, but you know my feelings on this. It's not a snub. It's definitely a snub. Speaking of... Also, we don't know what they're doing, by the way. We don't know what... Kate and Wills? Yeah. probably sitting round.
Sitting around doing
waiting
nothing.
For a visit. The
sitting
poor
by the
queen
phone.
sitting there with her hobnobs out, got nice biscuits out and going, I wish they'd pop in.
Yeah, exactly.
I got nice biscuits out and everything.
And then she's just going to throw them in the bin at the end of the day.
Just
what a waste.
Yeah, I have to feed them to the corgis now.
Don't feed corgis biscuits.
Don't you?
No, don't.
Not even hobnobs.
They've got chocolate, haven't they?
Have they?
Anyway,
no, they have.
I feel like we've gone off topic.
We have definitely got on topic, and you've ruined my segue completely. Because I was going to say, speaking of snubs. Yeah. Boris has snubbed the UK. Well, so the rest of the UK is suffering from a cost of living crisis, high interest rates. Nobody's got any money, and it's all a bit bleak. And he's buggered off to Greece because he's like, bugger it, I'm checked out now. Might as well have a quick holiday. And he's been spotted shopping in a Greek supermarket. That's what we're seeing on the screen here next to us. It's his second holiday in as many weeks. He's having a bit of a delayed honeymoon, right? And I don't know where I stand on politician holidays, right? I think it's supposed to be a stressful...
I mean, they've got to have one at some point.
I think they have. It's a stressful job, and you wouldn't want anyone getting burnt out in that job and making rash decisions, would you? And just going, tell you what, just cut everybody's welfare because I'm just over it this week. You wouldn't want that, would you? So, but also, I do think this guy takes the piss massively. We've discussed this before. Especially his timing. The UK is struggling and he's buggering off to Greece. But have you watched this footage, by the way, of him shopping?
People were shouting at him in the background.
Yeah, Boris, right, shopping in Greece. And he's going, look, I found it, whatever it is, right? I'm sure it must be something British because I'm sure he's gone into a Greek supermarket and just gone looking for hobnobs or whatever he goes looking for. And he leaves.
Do you work for hobnobs?
Hobnobs. I do like hobnobs.
Yeah,
I have got cravings for hobnobs at the moment. He puts his shopping baskets on the floor, and he's got the weirdest way of shopping. You can tell he doesn't do it himself that often.
Right.
Puts his shopping baskets on the floor, and then brings his stuff from the aisles and drops them in the shopping basket. That's the kind of they've got handles.
Comes back to the
they've got handles for a reason, Boris. He's an amazing invention as a shopping basket, It's all very odd. He's wearing a suit jacket as well to go shopping in Greece.
When have you ever seen him not wear a suit jacket?
It's hot. He's on his holidays.
I know, but so I don't know that I care that. It's a difficult one because he's kind of damned if he does and damned if he doesn't at the moment. Like he's got 3 weeks.
People want him to have a holiday.
He's got 4 weeks left in the job. Everybody's talking about who's going to replace him, not him. And so does he really want to be there kind of making all these key decisions and making it all about him when reality is that he's not going to be in the job? And also, I don't know how Prime Ministership's annual leave builds up. But maybe it can't roll over.
Be nice to see him use his holiday and spend his money, though, within Britain, though, wouldn't it? Be nice to see him go to Cornwall. It probably cost him as much as a trip to Greece, to be fair. Cornwall is not cheap. Yeah. But, it's nice to see him do the Doc Martin and go hang around in Cornwall like Martin Clunes.
I know, but he went to Slovenia and he went to a Greek island where I think he hoped no one knew who he was.
Oh, come on. Yeah, he's wearing a suit jacket. It's probably about 50 degrees over there.
I know. But, look, he's had enough parties over the last couple of years. He didn't really need
one big party, it seems. There we go. Boris on holiday in Greece. I part of me secretly hopes he has visited this restaurant, but that's not very nice of me. This is the notorious Greek restaurant. They've this place called DK Oysters, and they've copped a big fine, finally, after being outed by a heap of tourists for these dirty tricks that they've been playing. And look, I mean, people have been going in saying that they haven't been given a menu, so they don't know prices. First rule as a Yorkshire lass, right? Never go somewhere where they don't have prices on anything. Asking for trouble, obviously Southerners. Anyway, they've gone in. There must be. You wouldn't get tight-ass Yorkshire folk going and pay for this. Anyway, going and go without a menu. Anyway, no prices, no nothing. They get sat down by these hunky waiters. It's Greece, and everybody's hunky in Greece, right? Just keep digging. And they get said, do you want some oysters? Oh, go on then, we'll go to the oysters. Oh, do you want a couple of beers? Yeah, we'll go to the beers. The beers turn up, and they're like in boots that are like this big. And the oysters turn up, and I don't know what's happened to these oysters, like which part of...
But they're 800 euros.
But they cost a fortune. They get the bill, and it's like a $700-800 bill. And it's extortionate, and they get bullied into paying it.
Yeah, I mean, there's kind of like standover tactics, right? So they basically say, you don't have to pay it, but there's these 4 kind of muscle-bound waiters standing over you going, you don't have to pay it, but...
but it'd be nice if you did.
Yeah, exactly. Take my money.
It's appalling. It's not nice to see.
No.
A lot of people have been, hard done by COVID. A lot of hospitality places haven't survived, and just to see this happening, I mean, giving everybody a bad name, it's not good. It doesn't do much for tourism, and it's pretty disappointing. But they've been fined a lot of money, like in the tens of thousands. I think it was 40,000.
46,000, I think.
46,000. Copping a bit of a fine for doing this, but I mean, it doesn't make things any better for these happy snappers who've obviously lost a lot of money on their holidays, and it leaves a sour taste in your mouth.
Yeah, but I mean, whenever I see stories like this, I just hope that people actually kind of take a look at them and realise that this stuff does happen in tourist places all the time. Like, whether it's this or it's some other kind of scam, just be a bit more sensible.
Yeah, well, you know what it is? It's taking the Mykonos, is what it is. Do you like that?
Word.
Do you like that dad joke?
Very good. Very good.
Moving on to taking the Mykonos. This creepy photo, we've got to look at this. You've got to tune in on the YouTube.
This is the stupidest story I've ever seen in my life.
I can't believe we're talking about this, but we are. This is a picture of a mum's taken this picture, and look, it's a selfie with a ghost, essentially. Ghost.
Yeah, I know. There is no other way. Yeah, taking a picture of her son and her son's friend, and inside
that looks very real to me.
I know, but there's like, I don't know if you see like
grinning.
But him or the girl, the ghost girl is.
Yeah, but that's got a smile in the background. Can you see? Can you see that?
Well, this is my.
You've got to squint like this.
Yeah, I know. That's my problem with this, right? I've seen this photo on multiple kind of websites or different places, and some of them you can't see a thing, like it doesn't exist, and then other ones clear as day. It's a little girl.
Someone tinkered with the colour
Of
settings.
course they have. Like, look
can't
at that
see
one. You can't see
it
anything.
there. You can't see what's in that circle there, can you?
There isn't anything in that circle.
Zoom in and out. There we go. There we go. There she is. There she is. Definitely a ghost.
Yeah, definitely a girl ghost.
I'm sure it's like in the old days when it used to be films. You see, like you get your camera film.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was just like a bit of an overlap. But I don't know nowadays.
Yeah, it's probably someone just shaking the phone as I don't know. Maybe it's
someone's just done a panorama and got somebody else.
Yeah, exactly. You know, when you sometimes get your knee twice. Yeah.
Oh, Gavin, it is what it is, isn't it? There's always been this sort of thing around.
I know. Yeah, I mean, she was either going to be in the tyre or appear on a piece of burnt toast. It was one or the other, right? That's
burnt toast.
Yeah, exactly. If it's not Jesus on a piece of toast, it's a little.
You're not a ghost until you have
been in a tyre,
photobombed someone, and or appeared on toast.
But also, like, I'm sure they haven't. I'm sure it's not them that tinkered with it. I'm sure they're not trying to get publicity for like. I don't want to be the person that blames them for doing it. I don't know what's happening.
Oh, look, they might have got a few bob. Cost of living crisis by
fair
at
enough.
the moment.
You know, good for
they've
them.
probably got a few bob for that picture. We all clicked on it. We're talking about it now. All the fools. And one way she might want to spend that few bob is maybe she wants to go and get herself a nice little Greggs t-shirt there. Greggs have got a fashion line, people. Stop the presses. Greggs, do you have Greggs where you're?
Yes.
It is a thing then.
Well, yes.
Because every time I speak to someone, it's like pré-à-manger.
Well, that's the thing as well. Yeah, you just have both of them.
Greggs up north.
Yeah.
That's it. Greggs, McDonald, and the Merry England if you're from Yorkshire, right?
Right.
You won't know what that is.
No, I don't.
Probably,
No.
Right? Good coffee there.
But I used to live in Newcastle, where it's from, and there's one within 7 seconds of you, wherever you are.
So yes, Greggs have a fashion line.
Yep.
At Primark.
Isn't it?
Primark.
Isn't it Primark?
Well, it depends where you're from. Probably where you're from.
I know that.
We might get the knockoff version.
No,
of
there was
Primark.
There was this big debate about it because I think it's originally Irish and they call it Primark, and then
Primark.
Yeah, but I think they've come out like in the last year and said it's Primark.
Primark is a thing.
Primani is not a thing.
It is a thing. Like it's like £8 for stuff in this range, right? I'm tell you what,
you're getting all of it.
Yeah, I'm getting my dad to bring me one of the hoodies out. I'm 100% wearing my Greggs merchandise. It's brilliant. Well, it's free advertising basically for them. And you know what?
Isn't that all clothing?
All the plebs like me will go to Primark and buy it because I'm 100% down for this. Absolutely fantastic. They even do bodysuits and everything. You can be full decked out in Greggs. Let's see this made a thing. Let's get a Merry England range, right?
Oh my God.
Let's get a Pré-à-manger range for all the Southerners. Costa Coffee range. This could be a thing.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be, should it?
Why not?
I just don't need a Cafe Nero t-shirt. Like, we don't need them.
Imagine if that happened over here, you'd have Miss Mauds, wouldn't you?
I mean, yeah. Look, I think this
Miss
is actually.
Max Pines.
I think this is actually the second time they've done it. So I think they did it earlier this year, and the reason they've re-released it is because it sold out so quickly, and people were putting it on like eBay for 4 times the price. Yeah. So it's not bad.
They even do Crocs. They even do Crocs.
That's terrible.
That is bad.
Like that. I don't even know why they exist.
Crocs. Does that mean that's so bad it's good territory though?
There's a strong chance that I'm offending anybody that wears Crocs, but I don't understand them. They're one piece of clothing that I've never really understood.
Apparently,
you
can put them in the dishwasher to wash them, but why you would
perfect.
want to?
Perfect. Let's all get them.
Disgusting. Put them in with your dishes.
Is that why people get them?
I don't know. I've never worn them. I see. We can't knock it until we've tried it. Right? We need to put some Crocs on next week and trial this.
But they're jelly clogs, right? That's what they are.
Jelly clogs.
Why? I don't get
jelly
it.
Clogs. I like that. Do you have jellies as a kid? I had jellies.
Yeah, until I was about 3, probably.
Yeah, jellies. They should do some jellies. I tell you what, if Greg's do a jellies range, I'm 100% down for that.
Because you can put them in the dishwasher, or
maybe. Anyway, moving on. Moving on, we need to talk about the football, don't we? I think it's a brilliant time to talk about the football because Elon Musk announced just this week he's going to buy Manchester United. I think you can take that with a pinch of salt.
Yeah. It's about 15 quid at the moment. I think, so.
It's even with the interest rates being what they are. Well, I mean, what a mess.
I'm sure you're
I'm quite reveling in this. I'm quite enjoying it. Look, wow. Bottom of the league at one point. It's just absolutely horrendous.
Yeah, still bottom of the league. Yeah.
Still bottom. Well, maybe as you listen to this, maybe they've been relegated already. Who knows? I tell you what, I did say we'd be playing Man United next season, but I didn't think it'd be our end. Well, absolutely horrendous game. Go on. Football's your thing. Go on.
Well, no, I guess for anybody
you enjoy the moment here as a Spurs fan.
Spurs fan. I mean,
yeah, you know, it's a pretty low bar here.
Anyway, for anybody that doesn't know sport or doesn't care that much about Man United, one of probably the biggest, unfortunately. Them and Liverpool are the two
most
biggest,
well-known team in the world.
Globally.
Gotta be.
Yeah, probably. And we spent as kids decades of them winning the league every year, or winning
kids in the 90s, they were just like the thing, weren't they?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And they've obviously had a prolonged period of not winning now, but now they are pants.
Yeah,
and
absolute crap.
It's brilliant. Yeah, it's really good to see.
Brentford.
I know. So Brentford, who only came up 2 years ago.
But it's not Brentford.
Yeah, no, they played very well.
Brentford are all right.
They played very well.
The Bees.
Yeah, they played very, very well, and they deserved to win. But 4-0 with a new manager, they hauled off their
Ronaldo.
They hauled off their big money signing their centre back at half time. Ronaldo's throwing his toys out of the pram.
Not very happy, is he?
I mean, you probably wouldn't be happy if you were arguably one of the best players of all time and you're playing with Harry Maguire. Yeah, sorry, that's a bit harsh on Harry Maguire. But anyway, it's not good for them. Not really good. Tottenham, slightly different situation.
Yeah.
We did.
Go on, having your moment.
So we drew. Meanwhile, meanwhile, where it's not looking so bad. We actually drew with Chelsea at the weekend. Chelsea, who are a top 3 team, very good team still.
This is brilliant as well. Go on.
But I mean, for me, I think it's the first time in my life I've seen Tottenham play quite badly and get something away from home against a good team. So I feel like the tide is changing a little bit, but lo and behold, we'll go and lose to Wolves this weekend just to shut me up. But end of the game is what people were talking about. Both managers sent off.
Brilliant.
God, standing up to each other, headbutting each other more or less at half time, after one of the goals, and then at the end of the game, refusing to shake hands and then shaking hands, and one of them holding on too long, the other one not looking at the eyes. Is this how you say hello
in London or something? I don't know.
I mean, neither of them are from London. One of them's Italian,
but
one of them's German.
They might as well be now. They've adopted it, haven't they?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, no, what we do is when we say hello is we don't look each other in the eye and we hold each other's hands for too long. Yeah.
There we go. Well, I mean, Huddersfield aren't doing too badly either. We finally had some points on the tally this week. So.
And that's good, is it?
Yeah.
You're about 5 games in, isn't it?
Bar's pretty low for us this season. We'll be playing this one next season. All right, I think that's enough from us. We'll let people get back. Like and subscribe to see us next week, and we'll see you then.
See you later.